fuck is up? I am back, and today I wanted to do a little paint study. So as I mentioned before in some of my other videos, ooh, hold that thought. Let me see if I can find me a cute little paintbrush. Okay, I'm gonna try to, okay. What do y'all think about the paintbrush mic? I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people do this. I don't know if it makes much of a difference. It's actually a little bit more comfortable than like holding the mic. But yeah, like I was saying, in my past videos I mentioned how in between of paintings, like I like to work on something different, whether that's using different mediums or just, I don't know, painting bullshit or doing bullshit. But yeah, I just did like a little charcoal drawing. So I just literally finished making this. It's super cute. She's a circus clown, I guess. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like I was saying, I like to do little things in between of bigger paintings. And as y'all know, I just finished this painting. Gonna insert a photo. And yeah, now I have the itch to oil paint, but instead of starting a new like canvas, prepping it and extra and all that, you know, yada yada yada, I want to move a little quicker. So last semester I bought this oil and acrylic paper from Winsor and Newton, and y'all, it was low-key expensive as fuck, but I bought it because I seen someone on TikTok using it or whatever, and I feel like it's very convenient, especially for like trying to do studies and not necessarily having to gesso the paper and like prep it and more extra shit. This you could just paint on top. I will say though, I've used it maybe not even, I haven't done it like seriously, but I've done it before. Here it is. This is one of the studies we had in class or whatever, but I didn't use it seriously, so we're gonna actually try and do a little 1-2 on this paper, and I'm gonna let y'all know like whether it's good or not, whether it's worth it. Ooh, my Chipotle's here. Okay, y'all, I'm back. No shade, that Chipotle put me in a food coma. I had to recuperate, take a shower, like, and now I'm back. I don't know. I'm gonna try to do this. Like I said, I'm gonna show y'all, tell y'all, whatever. But I'm kind of hoping to get this painting done like 2-day finish because I want to do it alla prima. And yeah, so I'm gonna start, and also I'm gonna try to walk y'all through like my process too. Alright, y'all, so the grid method is the method. It's key to success if you want your painting to be as accurate as possible to your reference. But the bigger the scale, I usually do like 2x2, 3x3, etc. The smaller the scale, I'll do 1x1. This right now is 2x2 squares, and you just measure it out and, you know, line it up. Okay, y'all, so I just finished gridding my paper, if you can't even see that. But even though this is a study, bitch, I'm sorry, but I need my grid. Like, I'm sorry, I need my grid. I feel like people try to say that it's cheating, whatever. They're just yapping because, I'm sorry, but, you know, to me personally, I feel like drawing versus painting is completely different. Like, it's completely different. After y'all do the grid, or after I do the grid, I take the photo reference and I put it on this app called Grid, and I like match the I match the amount of grid squares to my reference, and I screenshot it, crop it, I save it to my photos, and I kind of bounce back and forth, literally tracing the reference onto the paper. And I don't know, bitch, I hate this part. I hate this part so much. Like, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, another reason why I try to do a lot more practices outside of painting is because I don't really enjoy sketching. Like, I don't like, I recently started to like it more because I have to do it in school, but like genuinely just sketching, bitch, I don't like doing it because first of all, I don't really care for the whole like pencil or like yeah, I don't really care for granite, like the grade, like I don't like it. I rather just, you know, do my little 1-2 and pen. And it's like you could do that, but I'm trying to get out of my comfort zone and use other mediums. So something I always suggest to people when they ask like, how did I get my proportions so like accurate, or how can I improve my art, I always suggest like the grid method. For one, it just saves so much time, and then the proportions, like literally something so small as a grid makes a huge difference in your art and whatever. But yeah, I also noticed a lot of people tend to spend a whole lot of time on their sketch when it's just like they're not necessarily doing that with intentions of building on that sketch with when they're painting, but what they're doing is they're just painting on top of the sketch, if you get what I mean by that. So honestly, it's just a waste of time to like spend so much time on a sketch. And yeah, I remember like my professor, like he mentioned too, like how I always use a grid. I feel like he was trying to play a little funny, but I don't know, it might just be, I don't know. But yeah, like literally everything, like maps are built on a grid unless it's like intentionally placed sporadically or whatever. If you look at your neighborhood, that shit is on a grid. And also I'm an interior architect major, like literally everything we do, that shit is built on a grid. So I just finished a sketch. It's supposed to be JT, but girl, I don't know if it look like her or not. I don't know, but let's get to it. So after I finish doing the sketch, I usually go in with the underpainting. This time I was trying to be a little bit more intentional with my underpainting and being like precise on, I guess, where the highlights and the shadows would go. When I first started, I used blue, and then when I started oil painting, I was doing like burnt sienna. People typically use blue to make a painting cooler or burnt sienna to make a painting warmer. In particular, I just like the aesthetic, the vibe. I like in certain areas where the painting looks pink. A lot of my paintings have like this pink aura to it, so it just, I don't know, looks good together. Okay, y'all, so it hasn't even been that long since I started like oil painting or whatever, but I guess I might have added too much linseed oil to my mixture because the paint is extremely see-through, and you know, typically that's fine or whatever, but like I feel like it's super see-through to a point where it's kind of like hard to work with. And I don't know if it's because I don't know if it's because I did the underpainting. I don't know. I don't know. I thought she didn't need to gesso the paper, but I might be wrong. I might read the directions or read the paper again, because I definitely read it because I thought it said that was already gesso, but I literally cannot tell you why the paint is coming off like this, but it's all good. I'm gonna just call it a day. I'm gonna call it a day for this painting, no shade. I ended up leaving the paint palette out overnight to see if it could dry a little bit more, and this was the next morning, and the shit was still not right, so yeah, didn't get far with this. Alright, hey y'all, so I'm back. It's been like just a day, I think, and I haven't really painted or touched it in a minute just because I think when I was doing or mixing my paints or whatever, like I made them too thin, so I was trying to let it oxidize a little bit and thicken up. I don't know if it worked too well, we're gonna see, but this is what I got done. It actually looks a mess. It looks so bad. It actually looks horrible. You can see straight through it. And then like it's just blocky, like, you know. But I couldn't layer it anyway because the paint was just too fucking thin. I don't know. I said I was trying to do Alla Prima. I don't know what, girl, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So skip that. Guess I'm not doing Alla Prima no more because this, like, it's just not letting me. It is what it is. It's okay. It's just a practice. So yeah, I'm about to get back into it. Okay, y'all, so this is what it's looking like so far. It's looking like actual shit, and it's so discouraging. It's so discouraging. The camera angles. Yeah, it's very discouraging how my painting is looking right now. Just because, like, I don't know. I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, who painted that or what. But I'm gonna blame it on the paper, no shade. It's making me look like I don't know what I'm doing. And you know, for the most part I don't know what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing to an extent, you know? But I don't know, I'm gonna just finish it out without like giving up. So after letting the paint dry a little bit, like, adding layers was a lot more easier, especially adding depth. However, in between each layer you would have to wait. So this turned a 1-day study into an entire week. And honestly, I feel like I had an easier time doing the underpainting. I had a lot more fun actually doing the underpainting. So this might be something you would want if you do acrylic. Okay, y'all, so it's been I think 2 days, almost 2 days, whatever. And I did that last clip y'all seen to me. I worked on that painting on live. I actually was painting on TikTok live, and it was low-key kind of smooth. Bitch, let me tell y'all. Hold on. All right, guys. So this is where the painting is right now. I would say that I'm not gonna lie. I probably won't be using this paper again for oil painting because I feel like it just defeated the whole purpose of, like, you know, it just defeats the whole purpose, if you get what I mean. Like, the whole point of me using the oil painting paper was to, like, not have to go through the issues, or the, not even the issues, but the extra work, and then, like, you know, all the different steps or whatever to prep a canvas. But I feel like I might as well have did that because this, I wasn't able to, like, work. I don't know, maybe it'll work better if I was using like acrylic paper, like, I mean, not acrylic paper, if I was using acrylic paint. I think that probably would work better for this paper. Even when I used the oil pastels, I didn't like how the oil pastels was looking on a paper. And I really hate to say this because, y'all, I love Winsor & Newton. Like, I love them so much. But I feel like, well, actually, you know what? I did use oil pastels for this picture right here, and I used that paper. So, I mean, it worked out pretty well. But I feel like you have to be, you know what? I think I'm going to shut the fuck up because I think I used a different oil pastel, and that's why it looked crazy when I first did it. But I haven't really been recording, like, so far, or how, like, far along I've gotten or whatever. But this is where I'm at. And then I've been recording, or I've been, like, on TikTok live. So yeah, make sure y'all follow me on TikTok for when I go live, because I kind of fuck with it a little bit, like, just vibing out to my music, painting, like, and answering any questions. Yeah. Ooh, that just scared the shit out of me. Like, I'm irritated. No, that just scared the hell out of me. Like, y'all, I'm so scared right now because, like, why? I know, like, why? Anyways, thanks for watching the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. If y'all have any questions, drop them in the comments. Y'all could DM me too. I'll probably answer them. Yeah. Bye.